Welcome to Tech Talk Today, where we discuss tech, and it's always today. We are a tech-centered podcast with a focus on Apple, but we'll also cover a wide range of tech, such as cameras, lights, keyboards, what have you. Hi, Megan.
Hi, Jake. Side note, that was really good. That was the first time we've done that, so yeah.
That was so fun.
Oh, good. That's it. We're done. I don't think it's going to get much better from here, so we'll just call it done.
That's the episode. Goodbye. That was the entire series, actually. Like, that is our podcast.
That is
just
it.
that intro.
I think we'll get lots of sponsors.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I say that? Is that legal?
I
Can we
was,
put an explicit tag?
yeah, it's fine. It's good. Here, we'll just... Oh, that was not the one I meant to hit. I meant to hit the one that went brrr, but that's fine.
Let's
That's
hear it.
why I should not be trusted with sound pads.
Big shiny buttons. Oh,
There we go.
hooray.
Woo.
So this is our first full-blown episode.
Yeah. So, with it being the first episode, I guess we should maybe talk about who we are. Your
Sounds
intro,
to me.
yeah, because the intro kind of discuss what we're going to do as a podcast. We're going to talk about anything tech related. So, like, basically anything that has a computer chip in it that has a processor. I think is pretty much what we enjoy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know that's it for me. So,
Yep. Yeah. Anything with one of those precious microchips that no one can buy right now because we're coming out of the end of the first act. First act of the Panama Canal. Pandemic Lovato. Pandemic, that's the word. I honestly forgot the word. Like, I've been using so many fake words that I forgot the word pandemic.
but you know, you're not.
Pandemic Lovato is definitely my favorite.
So you're not my only friend that does that, though. Ben has
I
been
mean,
doing that also.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I definitely picked it up from other friends,
Uh-huh.
so.
Because what did Ben call it? Ben called it Panera bread one time.
Oh, that's a good one. I need to write that down.
That was a good one. Anyway, but yeah, we're coming across and that out of the pandemic, hopefully out and not into another one. We'll see, we'll find out how the world handles this.
I'm pretty sure we're in Act 2 right now, and there was an intermission, and I don't know how many acts there are, but this could be like one of those really long shows that has multiple intermissions, and we're all gonna cry. Like, that's just what I'm preparing myself for.
Man, I hope not. Like, I'm sure it's going to be. That's what's going to be happening because, like, I know my state is stupid, but anyway, that's completely different subject than
Technology.
what we're here to talk about today. Yeah, but those precious silicon chips, those are gone. Those are really hard to come by, and they're impacting everyone and everything, including, I know, your job. My job, not so much because it's making houses. Like, for some reason, houses are going up, so like my job's fine. Now, but they're impacting my new car. Like, it still hasn't been built yet, and we ordered it like a month and a half ago.
Oh no. Has it really already been a month and a half? What?
Yeah, I didn't tell you when I did it. So the last time my car went in the shop, it it wouldn't start. The check engine light turned on. I changed the battery. The check engine light went off, and then it went back on the next couple days. So I was going to take it to the shop, and instead, the wife and I just went to the dealership to go trade in the car, or to go and see and talk to him about getting a special ordered car. Like, I'm really upset with my car. I didn't say I was really upset with my car. I was just like, I want a new car, like, so that they didn't like nail me on the trade-in next time whenever I did bring it in. But that's whenever we ordered the car and we put the deposit down, and they were like, yeah, 8 to 12 weeks. So we'll see.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had no idea you ordered it back then.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a this week, like,
No.
spur of the moment decision. I'm like, dang, that's impressive. Way to go.
No, it was like a month ago, and I was just gonna let be and wait until it was like actually in my possession, because I'm like, at this point, is it actually gonna be a 2021, or is Jeep just gonna be like, no, we can't build 2021s anymore because 2022s need to ship out.
Here, have a 2022.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, you have to honor the price you told me though that I signed on. No matter which version it is, you just have to honor the price and make sure those features are included.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they would, but also that's optimism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess cars fall in technology. There's plenty of chips in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
there are microchips in there. I love it.
Yeah. And it falls back into. So tying it back into the podcast, Jake and I are both really big Apple people.
Oh yes.
I mean, that is my favorite piece of technology is Apple. And like my only thing when buying my Jeep last time was like, I need Apple CarPlay. That was it. And that was like the only thing that I really wanted was
Yep.
like Apple CarPlay. Everything else is like a bonus.
That was a requirement for my last car too.
And then that was a requirement, obviously, for this next car. And then for this next Jeep. And then the guy was like, well, I don't even use it. I'm like, okay, but I do. So that is a requirement for me.
I use it all the time. Is your new one gonna have wireless CarPlay or is it still wired?
I think it's still wired.
Ugh, I wish people would just like all these car manufacturers. I wish they would adopt wireless CarPlay. It's so annoying.
It'd
that
be
it
really
still hasn't
nice.
Really caught on.
Yeah. I don't think I've been in a car that has wireless CarPlay.
Never. I've only ever seen wired.
Yeah. I'm okay with it being wired because usually I hop in the car and my battery's like dead or is dying. But also that was before I was working from home. So now it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah. Does your phone just sit on the charger all day now?
no, because I purposely make sure I take it off of the charger. But I am no longer freaking out when I wake up in the morning and didn't make it to the charger.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My-
I have a charger on my desk and meh.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. And then like whenever I was driving to the office pre pandemic Lovato, I was I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest, because I would just plug it into the car and I would drive the 30 minutes and then plop it on the charger at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's me. I mean, most of the time I get it plugged in at night, but I've got a little Nomad stand, which it's so pretty. I love it.
Man, Nomad stuff is super pretty.
Ugh. I just want everything from Nomad, but that's also so many dollars.
Okay,
so I'd
so
rather just spend the money on getting new Apple products every year.
Same. Okay, have you I was gonna say post podcast, but I'll just do it right now. Have you seen have you been to Grovemaid's website? They make desk accessories that are super pretty.
I think you recommended them to me one time, and I like follow them on Instagram, and I see it all the time. I'm just like, ooh, I want that.
I was like, talk about price tag though with those products.
Yeah. But what about that? There was a company that reached out to you to be a brand ambassador for them. Don't they make Grovemaid knockoffs?
Yeah, they do. But we'll see what happens there. Yeah, we'll see what happens there.
You can request that for your free gift.
Yeah, maybe. It has to be under $30 though, so we'll see.
What is a brand ambassador? I don't understand.
I think it's one of those things that people just send out to like get you to spend money on their store, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll give you 20% off," and then it's just a bunch of like Amazon knockoff crap like that they just ship out later at some point.
Oh my god! But you're required to post about it, right?
They said I wasn't required to post about it, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Geez.
We'll see what happens.
Geez. Oh well. Yeah, like you said, you needed a stand.
Yeah, and I wanted a laptop stand for my work laptop, because I go through these phases it was taking up so much space on my desk with it just being flat. So I need a new stand. So I was like, okay, great, and it's the same price as the Amazon one that I was gonna buy. So let's see what happens.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah. All right, so Jake, let's see if we can actually hit the outline and get our intros done. So what do we do? What do you do? What do you want to tell the people that you do?
Hello, people of the internet. My name is Jake, and I don't even really know what I do. Like, I mean, during the day, I work as tech support at ETC, which formerly stood for Electronic Theater Controls, and now it just stands for ETC. And I work in tech support, and ETC is an entertainment lighting company, so we make a wide range of lighting controls for entertainment, architectural, industrial, all these different markets that we make controls for. But we make everything between like the controls and the things that actually output light. So data distribution, power distribution, all that stuff, we make it. And I work in tech support for that. But other than that, I have no idea what I do. It changes every few weeks. Like, I always hate the question, like, what do you do with your free time? I'm like, Hi, I'm Jake. Like, I never know how to answer that question. But yeah, and like I said, it just changes every few weeks. So like this week, I'm on a keyboard kick. Like I just spent a ridiculous amount of money on keyboard parts the other day.
That's all right. Keyboard parts are fun.
Yeah. So that's me. I'm Jake. I work in tech support. I love lights. I love Apple. Like those are my two like defining characteristics. And I love Lego and Marvel. So there, four defining
There you go.
characteristics.
You make a
There's Jake
good
in
square.
a nutshell. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Maegan, who are you?
I'm Maegan. I work for a company that is in real estate tech. I'm a software engineer. I put that really loosely because apparently software engineer can really mean anything basically. I found out for a company that basically allows people to buy homes with cash. So people can buy homes with cash. You basically take out a loan through them, they give you the cash and then you can buy it. Or there's this really neat one where you can buy it. They buy your home from you. So the home that you're currently in, if you have a house to sell, they buy it from you so that you can have cash to go put it on the home that you want. You buy that home and then they will sell your home for you. Like they will sell the other home.
That sounds handy.
Yeah, so like it was a really big deal like here in Austin whenever houses would go like hotcakes. Like basically they would like be sold like the first day they were on the market. Like no one could buy a house basically. Like the normal time it was just super super hard. So like you had this issue though where if you were trying to sell your house, like where were you going to go? Like you could sell your house, but there was nothing for you to buy at that point. Gotcha. So basically, they let you live in the house. You rent your own house from them while you're buying the house that you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there's no like in between time.
Okay.
Of being like
yeah, you always said like you help like the company helps people buy homes with cash. I'm like I don't understand what that means, and it makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. I also didn't know what it meant for a while until like I dug into it a little bit more. And it's like, yeah, that like that's their big monetization monetization plan. There we go. That's better. Is to where, yeah, they have people who have homes, sell the home to them. They rent it to the people who own it so that you're not homeless. Then those people go buy the house that they want with the cash that the company gave them.
Gotcha. It makes so much more sense now. I love that.
Yeah, it's a neat idea. And then they have this other one that I talked about earlier that was the buy with cash. So where you basically can apply for, I guess, like a mortgage basically through them kind of deal. Mm-hmm. And they give you that you can put a cash offer. So like I would be a first time homeowner, then I could go through them and get the cash to actually put the cash offer on the house.
Awesome.
Instead of having to go and be like, oh no, here's my mortgage that I have to pay the house for. Like I would just be paying through them though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And what is it that you're a software engineer?
Yeah. So I work with I design their websites. I work with the design team and build out their marketing websites. So if you were to go to I might as well just say it. I work for Homeward. I have never said that on the internet yet. Somehow, some way. Oh. Yeah. I just have it on my LinkedIn, but that would be it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I work at Homeward. So I work on their like homeward.com or like anything that is like not their actual app part. Like that's what I'm working on. Love it. We work in like Webflow. It's like a drag and drop, click and drag. What you see is what you get type editor, but it's a lot more. Like usually when I say that, I think of like Squarespace and Wix, but it's a lot more like web dev, web designer based. But yeah.
Because you have to have a pretty decent understanding of like what's happening on in the background with like HTML, CSS, and Element OP, right? Yeah,
basically all the letters. Yeah, it helps. It definitely helps to know what's going on because then you can like do it correctly, or if like things aren't working correctly, you can even go in and put in the JavaScript if you want to, like limited amount of JavaScript to make sure it works. But yeah, that's what I do. Before that though, I was working with Jake as tech support at ETC.
Me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So that's how Jake and I know each other, though. Was before that
Woo.
I was working in ETC. Like Jake, I also really love Apple. Um, I really love looking at pretty keyboards, but I'm pretty sure I'm at like peak keyboard right now. Um, as much as I want to spend all the money on keyboards, I'm pretty happy with mine right now. So I'm like very trying to control myself.
Yeah, oh gosh.
That's all
I
right.
I have two keyboards and I'm just trying to find like the best switch. Like I've got some box jades in my current keyboard, but like I want to try a linear switch. I've never done linear. I've done tactile, I've done clicky, but I've never done linear. So I'm like
I haven't
I'm gonna
either.
find some really juicy. No, not juicy either. I don't know the words. What are words? Just like yeah, some really comfy like linear switches. So
Hmm.
I ordered a bunch of like small quantities of switches this week to try out.
Nice,
It's gonna be it's gonna be fun.
nice. Yeah. It will be fun. It'll be a good time to look for. I went from clicky to tactile, and I have yet to leave the tactile. And now that I'm not I probably would have gone linear had I been in the office and needed an office keyboard because they're supposed to be like a little bit quieter. Supposed to
Yeah,
be. I mean, as quiet as mechanical keyboard switches can be.
yeah,
Um, but like, had I been in the office, like I probably would have been like, all right, that's fine. I'll try to find some linear switches at this point, but I'm not.
yeah,
And if I
yeah.
disturb
I mean,
the dog from a nap because I'm typing too loud, I think that's okay.
does that happen?
No, but but the wife has told me that sometimes if I'm in here like early in the mornings and I'm like typing away, she can hear me from the bedroom.
That's that's hilarious. I kind of love it. Sorry, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my nicer keyboard is at work, and I've got the really loud clicky keys in it. But like our room is so loud, like the
Yeah.
office that we work in is so loud, and everyone's so loud. There's so many like fans and gear running all the time. Like it's not horrible. It just kind of blends into the background. Like
Mm-hmm.
most of us all have pretty like noisy mechanical keyboards, but
Yeah.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. But yeah, we met through work at
Yeah.
ETC, even though we've never worked in the same building.
That's all right. Or the same state.
True, true. Yeah, whenever a friend asks, like, "Wait, who is Maegan?" I'm like, "They're basically the Texas version of me."
That's great. That's perfect.
Because like you specialized in Hog, which is high end's like flagship entertainment console. I specialize in EOS, and like we're both huge Apple nerds, and we have like all the same interests. Like we are the same person. It
Basically,
is a
yeah.
frequent joke that you and I make.
Yes, it is. And everyone is like, yes, that is right.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a frequent joke that is 100% correct. So we figured I was like, Jake, we should make a podcast together. I've always wanted to do a tech podcast. And Jake was like, okay.
Yeah, I was sold. This is so fun. Like we are 19 minutes in. If you don't count our little intro that we recorded for that contest, we are 19 minutes into podcasting and I love it.
It's great. It's such a good time. And it may be more streamlined. I can't guarantee that. We will try. Maybe.
I'm loving this. We
Yeah.
can fix it in post.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Depends how much work you want to put in
That's
to
true.
post.
That's true.
But yeah, and it's fun. But yeah, no, basically that's how I describe you also to new people. But usually there's not that many new. Most of the people already know you though through like online activities like Among Us, and I don't know. I guess that's it. Like,
Yeah.
or
Remember when we
like
played,
they
like,
work
Among
with
Us,
you.
like, every day? Yeah. Yeah. Remember when we played Among Us like every day?
Yeah. And then we just stopped. Like it was literally like every day, and then we were just like done.
Yeah.
Not
Like
gonna play again.
I remember we had like an impromptu like let's play Among Us on like New Year's or something.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then we did it and it was great. And then boom, done. No more.
Yeah. Well, I think
But
yeah, life. It's great. Life happened.
life.
I know.
Man, I don't know about you, but like 2021 has been harder for me than 2020 was.
2021.
Like this year.
Yeah, it's been a year. 2021 has been it's been full of change for me. Though. Like that's how it's been a year. Like We moved out of the house into an apartment. I moved jobs. I guess that's really all that's changed.
You got a new car.
I will be getting a new
You will be.
car. I don't have the new
Hopefully
car
this year.
yet. Yeah, we'll see.
What else changed? Oh, you got a new iPad.
Oh, I did
That's
get a new
something that
iPad.
changed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, new iPad, well, I guess the Mac Mini came last year, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 2021 has been a year of change. It's just it's just all a blur. 2020, 2021, it's just like merged together at this point, and it's like
Yeah.
it's a blur and it's a mess. It's great.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, Jake,
yeah.
what's your favorite Apple product? You said you were.
Man, yeah, it was on the outline, and I'm like, oh, I gotta remember to figure out what my favorite Apple product is before we start recording. And then we started recording. And I'm like, oh, I gotta figure out what my favorite Apple product is while we're talking, and I haven't been able to come up with it. Um, oh jeez, oh no.
Okay, how about
Uh,
we. What's your most used Apple product first?
I guess my most used would probably be my iPhone, my
That's fair.
iPhone 12 Pro Max. Um, which I guess like by nature is probably like the most used device in anyone's lives.
Yeah.
But if we exclude that, my
Hmm.
probably my most used device is just like my piles of HomePods.
Oh, I completely forgot about the HomePods. Like including
Yeah.
like the Apple TV and the HomePods into like this.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Yeah. Like, yeah, I have one, two, three. I have four HomePods. I have a teeny tiny one bedroom apartment, and I have a HomePod in every single room.
that is okay. We have two. We have two HomePods here. We have the big HomePods.
Mhm.
No minis in the house yet. I don't think there will in the apartment yet. I don't think there will be. Um
Fair.
because they're both in the one's in the kitchen, one's in the living room, and that's not working very well. Like one we'll set a timer on one and the other one picks it up whenever I say, "Hey, what's timer left?" And the other one's like, "There's not a timer running." I'm like, "I wasn't asking you. I was asking the other one."
I hate that. Like,
And I
I
just
there are so many little things
uh-huh.
that I've just like picked up on over the years with like how all of the HomePods and all of your Apple devices talk to each other. Like when you say "Yo Siri" with the actual word "Hey" in front of that, Yo Siri is just like what I say when I don't want to actually activate Siri on anything. But like I've noticed that there is a hierarchy of priority when you say those words and when all your devices are connected on the same network.
Yeah.
And it's just like if they can do that, why can't they infer like I'm in the living room right now, but I want to know how much time is left on my kitchen timer?
Right. Well, like, why
Um,
don't we have syncing across timers? Like, between if I'm all signed into iCloud on the device, like everything's signed into iCloud. Like, I see it obviously on my phone inside the Home app.
yeah.
Like, why is it not? Why can't I just look down at my watch and see that I have a timer going for 15 minutes? Like, why do I even have to say, "Hey, Shlomo, how long is the timer going for the chicken?"
So wait, maybe they're gonna start doing this because so I'm running iOS 15 beta on my phone,
Uh huh.
and I've noticed like no matter where my phone is, if I say "Yo Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes" or whatever, like when I'm in the kitchen, it
Mm-hmm.
simultaneously sets a timer on my phone.
But I don't have. That's not happening for me though.
It's not.
Are your
Oh, why
HomePods
happened to
on the
me?
beta?
Bug report. No, they're not.
Oh, Apple
Like I
TV.
just assumed it was some bug. No, oh, my Apple TV is, yeah.
Could that be going? Because like I think the TV and the HomePod share the most
Oh, yeah.
code.
Yeah,
I could
because
be wrong.
my TV is the home hub. Yeah.
Because we have
But
I
yeah,
don't. The only thing I'm running beta on is the computer we're recording on now, and
whew,
and my phone. So I don't.
yeah. Yeah, I
But
usually limit to like things that I would be able to reimage on my own if I needed to.
yeah.
So like phone, like not my primary computer, but a spare computer or a spare partition. And then when I'm feeling zesty, I put beta on my Apple TV, which I did so we could use SharePlay,
And then they
but now
pushed
SharePlay isn't.
it.
Yeah, it's not going to be available at launch. And it's no longer in the beta, and I never got to try it. It's fine.
I mean, I never put my TV on it because I was like, what if I can't like restore it for some reason, like really easily? Like,
I thought they had like a USB-C port on there, didn't they?
I don't remember,
I figured
but
like there are enough ports on there. I feel like
one
if
of them
something
could be.
happened, Apple could talk me through like re-imaging it or
Yeah,
something. But
that's fair. I think it's almost time for us to get a new Apple TV.
do it, do it, do it, do it.
Well, the issue is I don't have another TV, so like we usually just chain down the Apple TVs.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because for a while it was whenever my wife and I first got together, it was Apple TV in the living room, cheap Roku stick in the bedroom.
Yeah,
I didn't want to spend money on another Apple TV yet.
that's fair.
Then the 4K version came out, I guess, and then it was Apple TV in the living room. The Apple TV got bumped to the other room, and
Okay.
I haven't had to buy another Apple TV since because, well, the newest one didn't really do much besides change the remote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy the remote on its own.
Right, and I still haven't done that. We just complain about the remote every like 3 weeks, and that was about it.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the remote,
Uh-huh.
but it didn't add a whole lot. And I guess I didn't like despise the previous remote like everyone else did,
Mm-hmm.
but
I mainly just use my phone to control them. So,
Same.
or it's like I don't necessarily need the remote, except in the living room because we lost the TV remote in the living room, and I am one of the people that has CEC working perfectly in the living room. So I don't know how, but it works perfectly. It turns on the TV, it turns off the TV, it works perfectly. So the Apple TV is like the only thing that can control volume. The Apple TV remote is the only thing that control volume in the TV in the living room right now. So that's the only thing we use the TV for, the Apple TV remote for the most part.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
like I have my Apple TV, and it connects to my television, obviously, and then my television outputs optical audio. I can't even remember what it's called to my soundbar, but my soundbar also connects to my TV through Bluetooth. So like when I first got it, it would the TV and the soundbar, because they're both made by Samsung, they would know that each other was there. So like if I start to turn up the volume using the TV remote on the TV, it would actually change the volume on the soundbar.
Yeah.
And now, like whenever I turn on my TV, it will wake up the soundbar and sound will start coming out of the soundbar, but sound is also coming out of the TV speakers, and I have to turn my soundbar off and turn it back on again in order for the unified volume clicker. But,
Weird. Weird. I don't know. We haven't gotten that fancy. We used the HomePods for a while as like paired speakers. I didn't just and if I set that up, that would actually solve the issue of like which HomePod's responding to us.
It would.
But I could also just take one of the HomePods out and put it into my office, which would solve the issue of which HomePod is talking to us. But but we never really got in. I haven't gotten into the audio. It made our reality TV trash just like a little bit too real. Yeah. Like we would be watching Top Chef isn't that trashy, but we'd be watching Top Chef and you could literally hear the as like the knife cuts down. Like
ooh, juicy.
Yeah.
I got goosebumps. That was like an ASMR moment or something.
But yeah, it was pretty it was a lot. Let's see. My favorite Apple product is actually I've been loving my iPads. Like
Yay.
the iPad, I've always wanted the iPads to always fit in my life a lot more than they've been able to.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally just pulled the trigger like a couple weeks ago and traded in all the MacBook Pros that I have, all 2 of them, and bought an iPad. And was like,
did you get?
The 12.9 inch with 1 terabyte. So I didn't go all the way to the top, but I went one down. I wanted the 6 gigs of RAM with the
That's
M1.
The M1 though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the 12.9 with the iPad Pro with the M1, with the 1 terabyte because I wanted the 6 gigabytes of RAM and not the 4. So if I went down any lower in storage, I would have gotten the 4.
Fair. I love that they're actually telling us the amount of RAM that's put in there now.
Yeah. And it's not just like waiting for someone on the internet to take it apart.
Yeah. So what all do you do with your iPad?
I have done my last 2 YouTube videos on the iPad. Like basically completely edited it except for like a couple of like effects that are built into Final Cut that I just have to use on Final Cut. So at the opening and at the closing, I have like a TV turning on type deal, and it turns off.
Okay. Yep.
And there's some YouTube like share, subscribe like animations that I have built into Final Cut that I just don't want to figure out how to redo yet. And then actually uploading it to YouTube. Like those are the only things I'm using the computer for whenever like it's finalizing the YouTube video. And then what else? Any photo editing I've thrown onto the iPad now. I manage it all through Photos.
The best display out of all
Yeah.
the displays at this point, right?
Yeah. Most definitely. The LG that I'm in front of now, the monitor, I won this monitor on an Instagram contest.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the it's like a 34-inch ultra wide monitor. Like it's not like it's like a rink-a-dink monitor. Like I won it from like LG did like an Instagram contest last summer, and I somehow won it. I don't know how. They just picked someone at random, and I was like, okay, great.
I didn't know people actually won those contests.
I didn't either.
When you told me that, I'm like, whoa, someone actually won.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, here we are. You know someone. Oh, and like the light behind me right now, that's blue. High Output, which is a dealer of a dealer of yours now, not mine.
Yeah.
They did an Instagram contest, an Instagram giveaway for one of those quasar science tubes that are like 2 feet long. I got that one too.
I love it.
I did that.
I love lights.
I do too. It's nice. But that's what's like blue on in the background right now is that quasar science tube that I also won. That was like, I was just like, okay, that's fine. I just enter all the Instagram things because I'm like, I never know anymore.
You do. Like, I think I get like tagged in like one a week for me trying to win something. I'm like, hell yeah, go for it. Like, what's the like tacos and camera one?
There's a cafe. The local camera shop's did a partnership with one of the Tex-Mex cafes here in town, and it's like $100 gift card to the camera store, and then a $50 gift card to the shop, to the cafe. So I was like, okay.
I love that. I want to enter.
I figure
that have to come and visit and eat tacos.
Yeah,
with y'all.
Do it. Enter.
Someday.
But yeah.
I was hoping to come down in December, but now that Act 2 is
I was wondering if that was gonna.
Yeah,
well, we won't say.
A little nervy.
We're not gonna say no. So I think is what we've decided, unless it gets super duper bad.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, Katie's the wife's like filled with school children right now, so like we're just like, well, we're already around it, so as long as we wear our masks, we're trying to be safer than not.
Yeah, and y'all can't require it, right? Like Texas, like there's a law that says you can't require.
Yeah, Abbott said no. I'm just like, why? But whatever.
Yeah, Iowa's that same way, but luckily I don't live there. I grew up there, so like I know more about Iowa than like most people who don't live in Iowa.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, Wisconsin has been okay.
Wisconsin seems
Dane
like
County,
decent, at least.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Dane County did say masks are required indoors, vaccinated or not, because there's not a law prohibiting them from saying that.
Right. Travis County has done that, but they can't really do anything. Like, there's no consequences that happen with it if you don't, because the law, the state law overrides.
Yeah, I feel like there's technically like nothing they can do about it here either. But yeah, I went to a movie the other day, which like the mask mandate just seemed really arbitrary when I was at the movie. So I went to see Shang-Chi, and like they had masks required all over the place. But they didn't have like socially distant seating or anything, so like we were all just crammed together in a full theater. And like we all had our masks down, just nomming on popcorn and candy and whatnot. And then I'm like, oh, I'm done eating. I got to put my mask back on. I'm like, but what's the point? We've all been breathing each other's air while we eat this. And
yeah, that's like that's how we are about movie. I mean, that's my thought process, because we've gone to movies not throughout this, but like whenever it was starting to get better, like I guess during intermission, we were going to we went to like 2 or 3 movies. And we always went to the Alamo Draft House here, which is really nice. It's a really nice, like, no talking, no texting type theater. Like, if someone talks and texts, you can raise an order card and, like, get them kicked out. Like,
oh, that's awesome.
Like, it's amazing. Like, I do not go to another movie theater now.
I want to be able to kick people out of a movie theater. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's great. But we did that, and they were doing socially distanced seating. So, like, they would do, like, if you purchase a block of tickets, there would be an empty block next to you. There'd be an empty seat next to you.
Yeah, that's what they were originally doing here too, but now they're not anymore.
Yeah, the last one we went to go see In the Heights, I think the week or two after it was released, and then they had stopped that. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We sat next to this like huge family. But yeah. But the iPad's my favorite Apple product, and I've been super happy with it so far. Yeah. I wish I could code on it completely, so we'll see how the Xcode stuff comes through, because that's the only thing I miss on my MacBook. Is like I could open up Xcode and just go work on the couch while we're watching like whatever trash TV show we're watching at that point. Because like that's how I've been editing. Like my last couple of YouTube videos, I've literally just sat on the couch, put my AirPods in. Well, put one AirPod in, and then Big Brother was on in the background while we were just chilling on the couch at the evening. Yeah.
I haven't watched Big Brother in years. I love that.
We're going through, and we watched season 22, which was the season during COVID.
I can't even imagine.
Well, it was after COVID. So COVID had happened, and they came in, and it was during it was like that fall-ish time, like last fall, I guess, last year, basically a year ago now at this point. Oh
God, it's fall.
I know. But yeah, so we watched season 22. It was an all-star season, so we went back to go watch the first season that K-Star was on, because I really liked K-Star during that season 22. So then we went back to season 6, and then we watched season 7, and now we're in season 8.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I got an ad for Survivor the other day. I didn't realize Survivor was still on the air, and I kind of really want to go back and watch it because I used to love that show when I was a tiny baby chicken.
I told Katie that we need to go back and watch Survivor. Actually,
yes, can we like all watch this upcoming season of Survivor together? That'd be
so
fun.
Sure.
Yay!
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know when it starts.
Well,
but yeah.
Oh, I don't either. I keep getting ads for it. I should probably figure out when it starts.
It's okay. We have Paramount Plus.
Advertise when it starts.
So we can always go back and watch it again without commercials.
True.
Guess what?
I finally figured out what my favorite product is. Oh.
Sorry.
You're
what?
Good. I finally figured out what my favorite
Okay, what is it?
It is the Magic Trackpad.
Yeah? Why is it your favorite?
It's just, it's so intimate and personal, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, on Mac, I much prefer a trackpad. Like there are some things where it's still easier to use a mouse, and I usually have like both my trackpad and my mouse, so I can switch over to my mouse when I need it. Mm-hmm. But on PC, which is what I use at work, I cannot stand the trackpad.
Well, that's just because Windows has an inferior trackpad system.
True. And like the resolution is terrible too. Mm-hmm. Like it's this teeny tiny little rectangle there, and the resolution is terrible, and like it usually jumps like 2 or 3 pixels even when I'm just like going super slow, and I'm like, no, I need the pixel in between the one that you just jumped over.
I never quite understood why people. So like my first laptop, my second laptop was like a MacBook Pro. A MacBook. Mm-hmm. I had the white unibody Mac, or the white plastic Mac. That was like my first one.
With the rounded edges.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, the one that came out with the black one also, like that. It was in 2007.
Oh, so that was before the full like round plastic one. Yeah.
It was still fully plastic, but yeah. But yeah, that was my first Mac. But and I never understood after that though. Like you would see these people with like Windows laptops, and they always carried around a mouse. I never understood why you carried around a mouse when like my trackpad was awesome. Like I could do I think they even had gestures back then, like the 3-finger thing, and like I could right click very easily. I'm like, why are you carrying around a mouse? Like, that's just a wasted thing. And then I got a job in corporate
I've
America and was like, oh, I understand why you carry around a mouse because this sucks.
yeah, like I became that person this week. Like I realized like, oh, I am that person that carries around a mouse. Like, I hated myself a little bit because then like I it was for our morning meeting, so I had my laptop, I
Hmm.
had my water, I had my coffee, and I had my mouse. I'm like, I have too many things. Just give me a Mac.
Yeah. I have Mac
Like,
from
pick the
work,
right tool for the job, and like Windows is definitely the tool for the job that I have, but it's awful.
but it's not like you can't run Windows on a Mac.
I know, but it's like
Parallel
all of our software that we
Parallels
use.
also works now on Windows. I mean, sorry, M1 also it now works on
Oh,
on
M1.
M1.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can. I'll never be able to convince my boss
I
to
know.
let me have a Mac.
I I couldn't convince mine either. Like whenever I was working with
Yeah,
y'all.
like I try every like maybe once a year I try, but knowing it's not gonna happen.
But
And I'd be so much more productive. It'd be a good investment.
my manager was really cool about like as long as I had the work laptop available, like she was really
Mhm.
cool about me like setting up my own Mac like at work for work things. So
Yeah,
like
I
at the
just
end there, I was doing that web dev project, and
uh
basically like my work laptop would literally crash while I was working on it. So like I got it all set up on my Mac and used a VPN and all that kind of stuff, and like I had my Mac set up in the cubicle for every now and then, and like Betsy was like, "Oh, that's cool. You're running your Mac." I'm like, "Yeah, the other computer crashes." And she's like, "Okay, that works." She was just
I
really cool
hate
about
that,
me
but
doing it.
I hate that we have to like provide our own
Yeah.
tools
I mean,
for that.
I could have said it. If I wasn't in that department, it would have been fine. Like if I
Yeah,
was in the engineering department, I think it would have been different. Like in whatever department, but because I was like on loan to the engineering department, that's why I was like, yeah.
yeah, rude,
Yeah.
rude. But yeah, I love the trackpad
I
and I love
also
all the gestures.
So the ultimate layout though is the mouse with the trackpad on the other side. Because then you get the best of both worlds.
I'm keyboard trackpad mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
and drawing tablet in front of me.
I have my
Like
iPad.
it's an old like bamboo Wacom tablet, but like when I really only use it for making maths, like math layers in
Hmm.
Photoshop. It's just so much easier to paint that
Yeah.
in, and it's much easier with that tablet. But I don't think do they even make tablets like that anymore at
I
this
think
point?
so.
Oh,
I could
not
be
that I need
wrong.
a
I
new
don't
one,
know.
but
But I think so.
huh,
I don't know.
love it.
Do it. Get it.
Do it. Get a new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
I'm really good at spending
I'll
other
get an
people's
iPad
money.
next. Same. I am an enabler.
Uh-huh. That's why we're
Like
bad for each other though.
I feel like I've already enabled you during this episode. You were like, I need to get a new Apple TV. I'm like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
See, but I talked myself out of it because I was like, but I don't have anywhere else for the other Apple TV to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
And I
like
wasn't gonna try and talk you into it.
ultimately I would get like my plan is over here on this if you come down you'll see it. But on this wall over here to my that wall over there, there's like no I just have a giant pride flag on there right now, but I want to at some point like mount a TV up there. Instead have like a
Ooh,
mounted TV to the wall and have like the Apple TV there, but it's gonna be a while before that happens.
I love it. And then you can make a custom album that just has one photo of a pride flag. So
There
you
we
can have
go.
both. Like your screensaver becomes the pride flag.
There we go. Yes. It'd be perfect. It's full circle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, back when I was in college, I of course had an Apple TV.
Mhm.
And my roommate at the time also had an iPhone, so I created a shared iCloud album,
Nice.
and then we would just upload like random photos to it, and then that was our screensaver, and it was super cute.
That's awesome. My wife and I did that with the Apple TV for a while, and we just had a share. It was just I called it the Apple TV folder in the
Yep.
photos album because Apple still hasn't figured out how to do like properly shared album libraries. Um,
Yes.
So we just shared I just shared an album, and we would just drop pictures of whatever animals we wanted at that point, like whatever our pets were doing, we'd just drop them in there, or like, and then it got overtaken with wedding photos once we did
That
that.
makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. And now I just have it set as the default like Apple like screensavers because those are just so pretty.
I love those flyovers.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good. I found this tool, um, or this little app that I installed on my Mac that accesses the servers that has
Oh,
flyover, but for screensavers on your Mac.
oh, that's
Um,
cool.
and I actually put that on my work computer, like my
Uh-huh.
work PC, like it accesses Apple servers,
That's
and so I
awesome.
get the Apple flyovers as a screensaver on my work
Nice.
PC. It's
Oh,
so
that's
great.
awesome. That's so
Woo.
nice. Well, is there anything else we wanted to talk about today? I feel like I got to talk about my iPad. We get to talk
Yeah,
about our favorite
you talk about
tech.
your iPad.
Well, our favorite Apple
We made it.
product.
We made it through our bulleted list. This was so fun. This
Ah,
was
this is
so
great.
fun.
I think in the next episode we should talk about iPhones, new iPhones. I don't keep up with rumors. I think you
Probably.
do, but
Yeah. A little bit. I've been so busy like this past like
mm,
August like peak rumor time, and I've just been so busy I haven't been keeping up as much.
I try to be
But yeah,
surprised,
we are coming up.
but
Oh, yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah, we are coming up on the typical announcement timeline in
Hmm.
September. Although
Yeah.
the rumors are saying they're going to break it into like a couple different announcements this
Oh,
year, just
interesting.
similar to how they did it last year.
Mm.
But
But it was still one massive
last
like announcement. It was just different release dates, wasn't it?
was it?
I think
I
so.
thought they did like today we're talking iPhones, like, and then like a couple weeks later they were like Apple Watch, and then a couple weeks later iPad or
Oh,
something. I don't.
maybe. But to me, it makes sense to do iPhone and Apple Watch in one because like
Same.
if you're gonna get a new phone, you're gonna get a new Apple Watch probably because you can't have the watch without the phone
True.
like at all
Although
whatsoever.
I don't upgrade my watch every year.
It's in one device.
Um,
That and the Apple TV are like, and the computers. I should really stop. Like, are the devices that I don't like, and my iPads. Like, I guess my phone is my only one that I upgrade every single year.
yeah, same. Like I have a 2015 MacBook Pro that I'm running this on, like the first generation with the touch bar. My
Mhm.
keyboard has been great, by the way. Just saying, like it hasn't failed me yet.
I had the 13-inch with the touch bar, the first generation with the touch
Uh-huh.
bar. Keyboard never failed me. What failed me was the trackpad. I had to take it in two or
Oh,
three
interesting.
times to get the trackpad because like it would just stop intermittently taking my touch.
That's so many times.
I know. I had to take it in like I think for sure two times, um, to get to the Apple store for them to replace everything. And the
But
first
now it's
time they
going
only
in.
replaced the bottom part, and the second time they basically replaced the whole computer, and I lost all my stickers, and I was so sad.
No. See, I just get so attached to stickers. I'm terrified of like sticking them on anything because like I'm not gonna have this computer forever.
I should be
So I
better.
just have these
Yeah.
pile of stickers that I just don't put on anything.
I'm gonna start putting them on my desk. I saw there was a YouTuber that I saw, and he did his desk tour, and all his stickers are on his desk legs. And I was like, oh my god, that is so smart.
That's brilliant because you can replace the top and reuse the
Uh
legs.
huh.
That's
So
amazing.
that's what
I
I'm
love that.
gonna start doing. I started. I have one Apple sticker, um,
One Apple sticker.
one Apple sticker right
I
now.
have like this antique mid-century modern like desk from the 60s. So like I'm terrified of touching this thing.
That's fair. But if you ever get a new desk,
I'm going to get a new desk.
yeah,
Like yeah, it's just not my style. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful.
I'm
But
sure it is. Yeah. Katie has the desk from IKEA right now, like with the just the standard like desk, like with where you pick out what legs you want to put on there. But she got her. We got one. She gave me her sticker, her Apple stickers, because they color match.
oh my god, yeah.
With the iMac, we got the new M1 iMacs, and so they color match. And so
Which
she
color
got
did
the
you get?
blue because that was the one they had in stock that wasn't
Yes.
silver.
That's
Um,
fair.
and then what's great is my new Jeep is going to be blue, so my Apple sticker will match my car.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do too.
Megan and I are so much the same person that we even have the same favorite color.
It's perfect. It's great. And I think it's we have the same second favorite color too, right? Maybe not. I don't know.
Purple?
Oh, no, we don't, because mine's orange.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, orange and purple, like blue, orange, and purple are like definitely like my top three, but blue's definitely like
Blue is my
favorite. My car
fave.
is orange. I've got one of
It's so
those
cool.
orange Subaru Crosstrek pumpkins.
There's
I'm
one
gonna
that
turn it into a TVA car.
nice. You should.
That's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, yeah. I have a gray car right now. I'm so excited to have it blue. It's gonna be blue and it's gonna be so pretty. I'm excited. I'm just most excited for it to be blue.
Car.
That's
fair.
I really wanted the white top too, because like they're the Islander versions. The Islander versions have the option to get the white top, the white hard top. But it's only with the Islanders, and that's not the version I'm getting. But it'll be okay.
A white hardtop would have looked so cool.
Yeah.
Love it. Love colors.
I do too. Colors are great.
Yay, blue.
But yeah, blue colors. My case did not hold up well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I kind of like it though.
It's really worn. I don't know what I did to it, but like I've destroyed the case.
You used it.
I did. And somehow all of that happened during the pandemic when we weren't supposed to leave the house.
Pandemi Lovato. Dang it, Pandemi Lovato destroying Maegan's phone case.
But yeah, stickers. Should figure out a place to put them.
Yeah. I just have so many stickers that I love so much. I don't want to part with them.
That's fair.
I like that desk legs idea. When I get a new desk, I think I might also do that.
Yeah, it's the new idea that I'm like, ooh, I can get behind that because then I don't have to worry about them going away. Because I don't think I have a sit stand desk, so I feel like these legs are never going to go away for a while.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Are there any other words that we need to say?
I don't think so. I think we can do the outro, I guess.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right.
And go.
So everyone, thanks for listening to us ramble and all of that good stuff. Make sure to like, heart, star, favorite, do whatever it is that you do to make sure that you like us, to let us know that you like us. And we will be back another day that is yet another today to talk about more tech.
Yay, tech. Thanks for joining. Bye. I love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
World.